Hi guys, this is the big stuff for avionics. So this seems to be a flight recorder reader because of the color of this thing and also with this kind of connectors. So this is a French stuff made by Schlumberger. So as you can see, this is a two parts instrument. So I will do a quick teardown of this thing because I have several big stuff in my lab for avionics, different computers, air data computers and stuff like that. So I have to save some place because it will be difficult now to work in my lab. So this will be the first big stuff. So let's open this thing to see what is inside first. This is the first instrument. So we have some modules. As you can see, we have a small oscilloscope here. This will be a separate teardown probably. So here we have a selection between different standards. This is the speed in centimeters per second. This is a remote control. Okay, it is written also in English, it is French and English. So let's take a look on the second one. So this seems to be a tap reader. As we can see some stickers on this bobbin holder here. You can read on it some flight number here. It is written in French, but okay, so we have the number of plane here, the number of flight, the standard, the speed. For example, here we have IFF flight number 5. You have a date, February 2004. So let's open this thing to see what is inside. Okay, so let's start with this box here. One can see that we have two boards here. Okay, so this is the first one. We have 16 identical stuff and a head. It can be a preamplifier or something like that. We have 4 transistors and 1 trim pot here. There is a conformal coating on this board. It is written, it is amplifier, high frequency amplifier. Here is the second one. There is a nice rotary switch here. And there are classic ICs, logic. There is a solenoid here. Okay, so let's see the other side. Okay, so we have a large electronic board here. So let's remove this board. Okay, so let's have a look on this board. So here we have obviously a switched mode power supply. So we have 2 power transistors, the UX10, some 2 other transistors in this horizontal dissipator in TO39 package, some standard ICs here. Few transistors. Okay, so we have classic ICs, analog multiplexer here, a 4040 which is a counter, 4046. I think this is a PLL and some classic ICs. And we have a large crystal here. So the frequency of this crystal is 1.6 MHz. So we have a dead code here, 78. So the parts are classic consumer parts, because this thing is used on the ground. We have, for example, here classic 741. And then we can see the rest of this board. So we have several power transistors here. 2N3772, 3740. Okay, so here we have a flex PCB. And some CMOS logic gates. There is also this little board here. I need to remove this spacer first. Okay, so we have an LM301. This is an op-amp. And some capacitors, etc. So this is an... I cannot see. LM318. This is a very nice mechanical piece. This is a preamplifier board, probably, with UAS 733. You can see that this is a multi-layer board, 4 layers. Okay, this is interesting. So this is the motor, 24 volt, 4500 turns per minute. So the weight of this thing is 1 kilo or something like that for the velocity of the motor. So this is another DC motor. This was built in 84, 22 volt, 6.4 amp, 480 rotations per minute, made by Parvex in France, in Dijon, the city of the mustard. There is a warning message here. Do not open because of magnets inside. There's another one, it seems identical. Okay, so this is the same motor. Yes, we still have this box here. So let's remove it to see what is inside. There are 2 screws. There is this eccentric cam here, which permits to detect the rotation of this thing. So let's open this thing. We'll try to open from this normally. As This should not be too complicated. This seems to be a filter. Okay, so this is difficult to remove, so this is just a filter. We have two coils here and some capacitors. Okay, so this is a serious coil. Okay, so let's have a look on this motor. So I set the voltage to 24 volts. We limit the current to the maximum of this power supply, 2 amps. It works perfectly. Okay, so let's see the small one here. So this was the first part of the tape reader, which is supposed to be used with a flight recorder. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.